Judah was one of the 12 sons of Jacob and his wife, Leah. Growing up in a large, complicated family wasn't easy, especially with the tension from Jacob's multiple wives and many children. The situation worsened when Judah's younger brother Joseph became their father's clear favorite. He received special gifts like a colorful coat and was treated differently from the other sons. Joseph wasn't shy about his special treatment, which complicated things for his brothers, including Judah. Joseph had dreams where he saw himself as ruler over his brothers, and when he told them about these dreams, it only fueled their jealousy. They were tired of hearing about how special Joseph was, and they began to hate him. One day, when Joseph came to check on his brothers in the fields, their anger finally boiled over. They wanted to get rid of him for good. Some of the brothers suggested killing him, but Judah came up with a different plan. Instead of killing Joseph, Judah convinced the others to sell him to some traders who were passing by on their way to Egypt. This way, they wouldn't have his blood on their hands and they could make a little money from the deal. So, they sold Joseph into slavery, and Judah thought that would be the end of it. But there was still a problem. They needed to explain Joseph's disappearance to their father, Jacob. To cover up what they had done, the brothers took Joseph's special coat, the colorful coat that their father had given him, and smeared it with animal blood. They killed a goat and dipped the coat in its blood, making it look like Joseph had been attacked and killed by a wild animal. When they brought the bloody coat back to Jacob, he was heartbroken. Jacob recognized the coat immediately and believed that his favorite son, Joseph, was dead. Judah's life continued, but it wasn't without struggles. He moved away from his family for a time and married a Canaanite woman. Together, they had 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. Judah's oldest son, married a woman named Tamar, but soon after the marriage, died. According to the customs of the time, Er's brother Onan was supposed to marry Tamar and have children in Er's name, but Onan refused, and he also died. This left Tamar in a difficult position. She had no children, and Judah promised her that when his youngest son, Shelah, was old enough, he would marry her. But as time passed, Judah didn't keep his promise, leaving Tamar vulnerable. Tamar decided to take matters into her own hands. She disguised herself and tricked Judah into being with her, and she became pregnant. When Judah found out that Tamar was pregnant, he was furious and wanted to punish her. However, Tamar revealed that Judah was the father of her children, and Judah realized his own fault. He admitted he had wronged her by not keeping his promise. Tamar gave birth to twin sons, Perez and Zerah. Perez would go on to become an important figure in Judah's family line, as one of his descendants would be King David. Years later, a famine forced Judah and his brothers to go to Egypt to buy food. They had no idea that the powerful leader in charge was their brother Joseph, whom they had sold into slavery. While they didn't recognize him, Joseph knew them right away. Instead of revealing himself, he tested them to see if they had changed, accusing their youngest brother Benjamin of stealing and demanding that Benjamin stay as a prisoner. This was a turning point for Judah. Years before, he had sold Joseph, but now he offered to take Benjamin's place, explaining that their father Jacob would be devastated if Benjamin didn't return. Judah's willingness to sacrifice himself showed how much he had changed. Moved by Judah's offer, Joseph revealed his true identity. The reunion was emotional, and Joseph forgave his brothers. They returned home to bring their father, Jacob, the news that Joseph was alive, and the family moved to Egypt, where Joseph took care of them during the famine. Judah's actions showed how much he had changed, going from making selfish choices to putting others first. By standing up for Benjamin and taking responsibility for his family, Judah became a key leader among his brothers. His descendants formed the tribe of Judah, one of the most important tribes in Israel. From this tribe came famous leaders like King David and King Solomon, and eventually, Jesus, the promised Messiah. Judah's life, though marked by mistakes, became a story of redemption, proving that even those who make poor choices can grow and play a vital role in God's plan.